I really liked her face. She's so pretty. And
Mm.
more than pretty, those are really enchanting eyes. I mean, people who can speak from their eyes are special. And I knew she would win because she was wearing my evil eye bracelet necklace, nothing else. And they made her do a Nagin dance at the finale. And then we shot her promo post that. This time I decided like, okay, we've not done like the best season last time. So why not create a whole new space for Nagin? We've been in a pandemic, the world has changed. Why not change Nagin? I have so much pressure at times from friends, family, people in power to cast. I don't do it. I just don't. And if you are good, I swear I will cast you inspired despite everything.
All right, so today I have with me someone who, in a rather male dominated world, has made a name for herself. And even after so many years of building an empire, she continues to be at it and be an inspiration for hundreds and thousands of women out there. I am in conversation with Ekta Kapoor today. Hi, Ekta ma'am, welcome. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. Very excited for the fact that you're bringing out two new shows on Colors. When there's Parineeti and there's Nagin, of course. I want to know from you, what was it about Parineeti, for example, to begin with, whereas the story is concerned that, you wanted to back this one up?
Yes, I really believe that, with a lot of this migration happening, people have duality in lives. Some of us in India do a lot of arranged marriages because of families, and yet we want to live our own lives separately. Sometimes there's a love marriage, sometimes there's a separate scene. So a lot of people are doing this, and
Yeah.
it was some time that we started showing this, reflecting this, and it's not just an urban city problem, it's happening all over the world because we are giving into parental pressure and getting married or for whatever financial pressures we have, and then living lives, double lives. So there's a show about this man who has a double life, and then how these two women get affected with it.
Okay, that sounds really interesting. And I have to ask you about Nagin, the fact that this is the sixth season. And I mean, do you not feel any pressure at all when you're bringing a show like this? I mean, people already know what the show stands for and they have loved it and enjoy it and even made memes out of it. But still, you come out with a new season. And like, is there not a pressure कि यार हमने 5 seasons इतने कमाल के किए and how are we going to top it?
There is an immense amount of pressure when you're writing it because when you write a show like Nagin, you know that you're playing with fantasy. Anyway, people feel that the Indian fantasy worlds are not matching up to international standards without even taking any consideration that we have half the budgets, not even half, 100th the budget. Then you're like constantly trying to reach the same success parameters of the earlier seasons, like you're competing yourself. And then you have this thing that you have a repetitive format because you've had a success rate with it, so you need to really do it again.
No.
So all this becomes then one rigmarole that you're stuck in, then you go on making the same Nagin again and again till one day the audience say we don't want to see the same stuff anymore. And you decide that okay, I need to like rework on my thought processes. So frankly, this time I decided like okay, we've not done like the best season last time. So why not create a whole new space for Nagin? We've been in a pandemic, the world has changed. Why not change Nagin and take that risk? Because you're not like coming out of a huge season. So you don't have that pressure that you have to do it as well as the earlier season. So you're actually working with lesser pressure. And while people every time expect you to create magic, you should create things that you believe in. And then if it becomes magic, great. If it doesn't, so be it.
I also want to know about Tejaswi, the fact that she is the face of Nagin this year. At what point did you decide that she is going to be this
So
the face?
my friend Vikas Gupta kept,
Yeah.
telling me that she's great. You must see her, and I'd seen her in the show. I really liked her, and I knew that she wanted to work with us, and I really liked her face. She's so pretty, and
Mm.
more than pretty, those are really enchanting eyes. I mean, people who can speak from their eyes are special. And I knew she would win because she was wearing my evil eye bracelet necklace, nothing else. Nobody did anything. we spoke to her manager and we spoke to them and he said that, you know what, I think the channel, we had confirmed her through the manager and they made her do a Nagin dance at the finale. And then we shot her promo post that. So the same night actually. So I think it was amazing to have someone who's so good in the show because I really like I mean I don't see too much of reality, but when I'd seen bits of her on the show on Instagram and stuff, I really liked her eyes, you know. They are so like they speak volumes, you know, and that's important for an actor for me whose eyes speak because so much is communicated in silences.
Mm. Lastly, I want to know, you've been at it for so long, like I said in the introduction as well. So, if there were any tips for all the budding actors out there who are like dying to be a part of Ekta Kapoor's world, what is it that you think that that they need to have apart from the talent that they have and all of that, but just apart from the things that you look at, when you're casting someone. So, if there are any tips that you would want to give them, what would it be?
So honestly, I don't know. I worked with such a variety sense of actors. I worked with Faizu, I worked with Hina, and I worked with Konkona. Matlab, there is no like, and so there is. I don't work like this. That you have to have certain talent or attributes. You mean to fit the role? It's an agnostic world at Balaji. We don't sit here deciding you need to have these parameters or anything. You could be somebody who has had no body of work, and you could be somebody with a large, credible body of work, and it depends on how you fit the role that it matters. So actually, just it's just pure like I have to be honest with my profession when I cast, and you be honest with yours that when you're doing an audition, give your best shot because trust me, for whatever people may say, you are cast only by that little box. I don't care at that minute when I'm seeing an audition if I know you, don't know you, friend, no friend. If you don't suit that role, I won't take. I have so much pressure at times from friends, family, people in power to cast. I don't do it. I just don't. And if you are good, I swear I will cast you in spite, despite everything.
Wow. Okay, I think that does have like a lot of motivation for the people out there who are, waiting to be a part of your world. But yes, I think that's all the time we had. This was so nice talking to you. Thank you so much.
So
I'm
nice.
looking forward to the both of the shows and all the very best. Thanks again for connecting. Fingers crossed.
So
And
much.
all the best.